And they're making a move towards the Archer's side. Now, Apex is there with his USP, and things could get real messy real fast. If he gets caught, and XMS is the player to put him down. Meanwhile, Happy's going to take down Kenny from the backside. Or is he? Has he whiffed out on his chance? Oh, no, Happy. Okay, finally gets the kill. It was looking incredibly rough at one stage. And Envy have just slaughtered G2. NBK and Shox up against the 5-man unit of EnVyUs. And make that all on NBK. He is the player with the kit and the flash, but doesn't matter. EnVyUs are going to sweep aside G2 in style. Shox and Kenny S are laid in wait on the prowl. Kenny's going to get sidelined by Scream, but elsewhere, it's going the way of the CT. Scream with the headshot, long range. Needs to get one more. Oh, if EnVyUs actually pulled this off, I don't think RPK's got enough time. This is so close, but they're going to run out of time. If Scream doesn't get either of those kills, I mean, it's even more of a catastrophe, ultimately, for Envy. They've got to put that in the back of their minds, because now they're aggressive. RPK, that is Phil. NBK just got mullered. Completely bodied. Now 6 is going to be able to take down Apex. The site right for the taking from G2. RPK that one tap. My god. Kenny S out into the open. Down he goes. And Envy, they're looking to break the hearts of G2 who finally get on the scoreboard. The tanks have none of it. Just 30 seconds. We've been here before, though they are poised to attack much more quickly than last time. Apex getting caught from the side, spins around, and Scream has been put in his place. Kenny S has picked himself up a second, not a third. Sixer denies move, that spins around for a second, looking for a third one of his own. And really awkward on the site now. Both him and Apex run out of bullets. USP gets brought into play. And it hasn't quite stalled Happy enough to be denied the bomb plant, but it has allowed MBK to relocate into a very close position. He's hoping that Happy makes a walk through onto quad and gifts himself away. Happy sticking on the site. MBK has to do the work now. Doesn't have a kit, so he needs to get a move on. He's spotted Happy, gets the spray, and G2 have done it.
Patiently here, just getting that map control. Can he get as aggressive at Boiler of all places with an AWP? Just such unorthodox positioning from him. He does it on all the maps. Just, again, he's a handful to deal with.
Because he has just such ridiculous reaction speed, he can afford to do that. Very few uppers can. But if they win this, of course, and they do it clearly, then they're A-okay. XMS doesn't check behind him, but doesn't get punished. That should have been a kill, you have to feel. I think a flashbang landed, but Shox did have a few shots to eye up. And now XMS is going to get the frag, and the bomb plant will be coming right back behind it. The spray through the coffins, actually, will deny the plant by Apex. And nobody covering XMS, maybe assuming that the Molotov would keep him at bay. Now Apex just goes on a tear.
And BK has pushed logs, so there's a lot of control of Banana for the G2 side. But the focus is A.
Body holding on for dear life with the FAMAS. They may not realize actually second player in pit, but Kenny S. He is just dismantling Envy at this stage. Shox buying up time, forcing Screen back. Beautiful shot, partially through the wall into Apex, but they're already starting to make a move, actually. They haven't flashed or smoked just yet, so that's allowing the bomb carrier of Sixer to get fairly close up. The smokes actually came from the CT side. Now the Molly's going to come through. The flashbang's on point, and XMS really able to transition his spray for a quick fire double. Instead, he gets traded up by MBK, but the bomb is going to get planted. Retake on the cards. G2 have 2 incendiaries in the HE. Those are going to be very important for the potential retake. But Envy have positioned themselves in difficult places for G2 to get rid of. And with the smoke and the flashes being exchanged, now the Molly's going to come into play. I highlighted them before because you can cordon off areas just like the dark spot, just like the new boxes. Now it's down to Happy. He's in a 1-on-4. He's extremely low. And all G2 have to do is play bodyguard to Kenny S. Happy can't afford to re-peek. He knows he's a dead man if he does. Because now they're trying to fight for the scraps on B site. The flashes are coming to fruition. MBK, is this his moment to strike? He's done so much damage all by his lonesome. There's 2 frags looking for a third. He picks that up, switches to USB, and he could be on for a 4K. Not gonna happen. But he did so much work in the process. RPK now going to the back of the site after the bomb plant. Nades narrowly misses out on claiming his life. Joined by Happy. Both players have kits. Happy gonna get sprayed down surely by Body. No, he's gonna live to fight another day on 4 health. Collectively 24 HP on the side of EnVyUs. Is that gonna be enough? It's now down to 20 HP of the tank, and he will deliver with a 4K of his own.
Though MBK has made the rotation back. He's got an M4. He does have a flash and incendiary as well to help Apex get out of here, perhaps. But Apex wants to hold his ground with the UMP. He does find one, but it is quickly traded. But good incendiary from MBK. It slows them down, but they'll push back. MBK's low on HP, and Scream will claim him with the MAC-10. And the bomb's going to go down. They have a 4-on-3.
A quick rotation from Body, though, can make things a little bit more interesting. Happy's going to go peek out, but he gets himself caught by the man himself, Body. No kits on the side of G2. Sixer, low. Scream, low. AWP doesn't care about HP, especially if you're drilling into heads. And now it's all down to Shocks, and he's going to get picked off from behind, and EnVyUs have done it again.
They certainly kind of changed up the game plan a bit in that regard. They're looking for middle this time. They'll find Kenny S stranded. There was no one to help him, and he just gets taken down. There is some trading going on at Porch, but Scream's still holding firm, and they actually win out these duels, and they'll take the A-bomb site. They'll have a 3-on-2. No choice but to go for it for G2, of course.
Seriously, watching Scream transition from a spray into tapping when he knows he's got a few bullets left in the M4A1S and landing headshots is like poetry in motion. There's just no one else like him in that respect. I'm speaking, Six is going to drill himself a headshot with the AWP. And MBK. A bit of a rough scenario. There's the first headshot, though, of what he's hoping is many. Incendiary into pit. Happy is going to go looking for scouting information. And we'll close out the half 10 and 5. G2 obviously need this pistol badly. RPK though is in pit, and as long as he stays there, they have a real chance. Plus Happy also from balcony is raining down with a double. Now G2 originally, you could see their trajectories just go straight through on the site, but as soon as they landed on the barricade of CT players, they have pretty much just stopped dead. They have got a kill and knocked RPK very low. If he goes down, that's pretty much the round back in contention. But RPK, oh my god. I already want to budge an inch at the time being. Both teams are very cautious. That smoke, perfect timing by MBK, right in the face. Event will push him back. Kenny S, in the meanwhile, is going to get one alongside Apex, and maybe G2. They have a couple more twists and turns in store for us yet. RPK at the back of the site, not able to get a single kill. It's not going to yield anything, and I don't know why Scream is shifting across the library. I mean, that's where XMS is. There's no chance anyone's in there from the T's. A little bit awkward. Bomb now getting planted. Molotov doing a bunch of damage to MBK, who's forced to go up on the boxes. I'm sure XMS just saw him, but how has MBK not died to the flames? For sure he's a dead man. Now EnVyUs are able to basically just do hit and runs tactics, but XMS with a double UMP frag is able to put this round back in contention, but Apex with his MP9 gets a 4K.
There's some grass around there, I guess. Save? Definitely not. Not for Body either. Scream gonna tag him out. And I'll just step away now.
And it's been a flash, still goes for the peak, and XMS is caught. There's multiple angles for Kenny S to watch out for as he came around the corner, so it's not gonna reap too much for G2. Is this the moment where EnVyUs start to get back into winning ways? RPK gets the very flashed up Apex, couldn't see a single thing. And now a 2-on-4 is going to continue. Scream has been spotted. MBK, however, needs to be very wary of a potential push from pit. Scream's going to go down and pretty much has no help. Both the other EnVyUs players are just trying to look out for themselves and make sure they lock the bomb down, but now they're going to give up Archer's control. The plot thickens. Now G2 have decisions to make, and 6 has gone all the way back to T-step, so B site is ultimately completely bare. G2, though, are going to continue to go through on this side of Arches, and Shocks does connect the shot onto RPK. Now A's open. What a strange round this has been. Both teams rotating, avoiding conflict by and large. Happy is still in the apps. Now the bomb's been planted. It's all open for debate. NBK with a filthy shot onto Happy. And Sixer is going to be moving through onto the A site. This should have been EnVyUs' round. It still could be if Sixer pulls a 4-1-B2 clutch. But there's no doubting that he is now certainly the underdog. Doesn't have a kit.
And now NVR back onto a buy as best they can. They're looking to once again push the issue at Banana XMS. This time they're able to isolate Body, but the flashes coming through from G2 will not allow him to escape, and they put a nice smoke up to stop Scream.
Still damage has been inflicted. 35 seconds though on the board now. RPK with one. Kenny S gonna miss out on that, but whips out the P250 and makes that stick instead. Happy, the back of the hay bales, able to spray with the M4. Every second they waste is so valuable from EnVyUs' perspective, but Happy eventually gets flanked, and Scream is able to put in the frag with the M4. Apex is going to try and fake out the bomb and see if one of these CTs pushes him, and now going to go for the full plants. Bomb not necessarily planted for him for the time being. He's got a player right above him. This is all going to come down to timing, you have to feel, and Scream jumps right down. Apex is going to get the double. The Sixer is able to connect the shot with the AWP.
In this game, you have to feel.
There's Molotovs down there, and G2 are taking a lot of damage to the fire. Sixer is going to continue to just clean house with the AWP. 2 kills on the cross is not going to stop the bomb plant, and Kenny S has silenced the heroics of Sixer, who's definitely been turning it up these last couple of rounds. Bomb planted, still very much doable. EnVyUs have a few nades to play with. No kits for the time being. Kenny's going to be playing towards the back of the site now that MBK spotted RPK. That flashbang, though, completely destroys Kenny S. Couldn't see anything. MBK is going to toss out the Molotov, but Happy's going to push straight through. Going to throw in a nade of his own, and MBK is down incredibly low, but still gets the spray.
Getting a little bit forward on Banana with this smoke, but not committing to anything too aggressive. But G2, they're committing for fights at middle, and Sixer just missed a nice shot. But he does find the follow-up, and he's looking for more, but he's getting hunted down in the meantime. Happy has cleared out MBK in the apartment, so things are piling against G2 in this round. What the heck was that?
Sixer?
Hello?
Are you alright, mate? I mean, I know Happy must be frustrating to play with at times, but team.
I mean, that was
now?
a sick shot, to be fair, though. That was a good shot.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's a falling headshot. You gotta love it.
MDR.
I don't even know. That's like one of the more egregious team kills I've seen. There's just nothing there.
Happy is triggered. Scream, meanwhile, though, going to try and tap himself to victory. Down he goes, and even though the team kill did come in for Sixer, they are going to clean up anyway. I guess at that stage, Happy's like, fair enough, mate, just don't do it again.
If they would have lost that round, though, you have to think that the salt levels would have been pretty high.
But
I don't know I don't know if he just saw movement and just reacted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think, oh, that's maybe a terrorist jumping out of balcony. I saw movement. I just respond and shoot. And again, it was a nice shot. But definitely scary for a moment there. But EnVy get past it. Now they're on a double AWP. Scream has the second one. A lot of utility forcing him out of that angle, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he just shrugged it off anyway. He probably had a good little giggle to himself. And EnVy is still in this. Double up Scream with the second one, and he is currently going to be chilling over on the B side with it. Meanwhile, pretty standard formation, nothing out of the ordinary here by EnVyUs. You come to expect on Inferno. I mean, you did say at the very beginning that these guys have gone neck and neck almost every time that they've played recently. And this is looking like it could be more of the same. Kenny S, though, is going to open up his account in this round by taking down his 20th kill. 45 seconds left. Managing to mitigate the flash and pounces out with a fire shot onto RPK. Reactions on point. Flash and smoke's being thrown down onto the site, but Happy's able to stand and deliver with one. Such a sketchy position now, knowing he's surrounded by enemies, and, well, the nade is going to claim his life. It's all on screen. He's played well, and there's the first shot. It's going to open up a real hope now, trading across to the AK-47. As a kit. But this has GG written all over it. Shox and Kenny S both playing solid positions, able to cover one another. If the peak comes out, Kenny just needs to come out of balcony and look down, basically. And it may be Shox that just finalizes this round anyway. Scream is trying to check each angle. He's looking on the site, and Shox is going to one-tap him down. G2 are victorious. The epic comeback has been completed.